So what's the difference when it comes to training for strength and training for muscle size? And is there a difference? Well, I'm going to let you know what the truth is behind that and debunk this silly argument. But before I do that, please hit like, subscribe, bell notification icon so you can be notified when I dispel more of these stupid exercise myths. So, training for strength versus training for size. Why is this even a topic of discussion? Well, the reason is it comes down to the way people mistakenly measure strength. Traditionally, people will use Olympic style or powerlifting type barbell movements like the bench press, the squat, or the deadlift to measure strength. This is a terrible way to measure strength because there's a huge skill component to these movements. It's a good demonstration of strength, but a very poor way to measure strength. So if you are not consistently practicing these movements, your ability to move a lot of weight in these movements is going to be sacrificed. You could be developing strength using body weight, dumbbells, Nautilus machines, whatever. But if you are not practicing these movements, which people mistakenly use to measure strength, your ability to move a lot of weight in them is going to suffer. So that is why people think that's why people think that you need to squat, bench, and deadlift for strength, because they're using these movements to measure strength without even taking a second to consider that there's a huge skill and neuromuscular component to these movements. So if you're doing other forms of exercise or using other tools to stimulate strength in your muscle, you're not going to be able to demonstrate it very impressively on these movements unless you practice them. That's why people say stupid things like you need to bench for upper body strength. Well, yeah, if the way you're measuring upper body strength is with a bench press, well, yeah, you got to bench press in order to be able to move the most amount of weight with that movement. So that's why people think there's a difference. But the truth is there is no difference at all whatsoever when it comes to training for muscle size and training for strength. The goal of exercise is to improve muscle strength. Muscle growth, muscle size is a side effect of improving strength. Because this is how this works. When you deeply stress a muscle, you're going to stimulate the muscle to create more contractile proteins within the myofibril. This is called myofibrillar hypertrophy. So the reason you would add additional contractile proteins to the myofibril is to allow the muscle to produce more contractile force. More contractile filaments equals more contractile force. It's that simple. Now when you add more contractile proteins in the myofibril is going to have to expand to accommodate and make room for these additional proteins. And therefore the entire muscle is going to have to expand and grow to make room for the additional contractile proteins. So muscle growth is merely a side effect or making room for additional contractile proteins which have been stimulated and created to allow the muscle to produce more contractile force, aka strength. So, strength training is bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is strength training. Some people, due to differences in musculoskeletal geometry, muscle insertions, limb length, muscle belly length, neuromuscular efficiency, some people may be able to demonstrate more strength than others. Some people may grow more muscle than others due to things like muscle fiber density, muscle fiber type, muscle belly length, etc., etc. So that's why you see a lot of differences in someone's ability to grow muscle and someone's ability to display strength. Most of it is just genetic in nature. But the truth is, there is no difference at all whatsoever in training for muscle strength and training for muscle size. So that's the truth behind that. That myth is busted. If you have any questions or comments about that, throw it in the comments section below. Again, please hit like, subscribe, bell notification icon so you can be notified when I dispel more of these stupid, silly exercise and fitness industry myths. Also follow me on Instagram, _J_Vincent for more content on exercise and science-based fitness.